Yeah, my daughters could be like, Mom, can I go to the movies? And I'm gonna be like, no, don't talk to me because I fell twice. Like that's how bad I would be. Like that's how. Hey y'all, hey, got a story time for you. So you'll notice right now I do not have my pop on Veneers on. Um, I don't know where they are. So I know that they're not lost because I'm on like a mini vacation right now, and I'm pretty sure that because I pack really lightly, that I left them in my purse because I didn't bring my purse with me. I just brought a small bag, and I'm praying that that's where they are because if they're not, I'm going to start screaming. But anyway, story time. It didn't happen to me. It happened to my brother. So this past week, or weekend anyway, we had been moving. We were moving my mom from Northern California to Southern California. And it was a trip because it was just me, my father, and my brother. My brother had to do the majority of the move by himself, meaning load up the whole entire truck, pack up the house first of all, load up the truck, and then we needed to move my mom. So my duty, my job in the whole scenario was that I would sit with my mom from 7 to 7, or sometimes a little bit later if my daddy was still asleep because he was tired. And then my dad would take over with my mom because she's been really, really not feeling well, really in a lot of pain. So taking her care of her has been like exhausting for her and for us because she's not resting. So anyway, my brother did that with a hernia, with his feet, doing some stuff that they had never done before, and like just some other ailments or whatever. So he's doing all that. Then we get my mom downstairs or get her out of the apartment in a wheelchair. And long story short with that, my mom had to go to the emergency room because she fell. So that was traumatic and effed. So once that was done and my mom was cleared of any injuries, my parents and my brother proceeded to drive to Southern California. Once they got to Southern California, um, my mom was secure and my dad was fine. And my brother, they were safe. They made it. So thank God they made it. It was good. Then my brother called me like he had to unload the truck, and I said, my cousin's gonna help you or whatever, because originally we had discussed asking my cousins to help him. Said no, they never called me back. So I'm like, damn, it's jacked up. So it is what it is. Family is what they, family is family, and they're gonna do what they do. Sometimes they're there for you, sometimes they're not. So it's what it is. So we're not tripping. Oh, that's my husband. I'll tell you. I don't know where I was at because my husband called, but he ain't seen my pop on Veneers. I pray to God that they are in my purse and I just left them and not lost them, because if I did that, that'd be such a cherry on the cake. But anyway, so um, my brother had called me like that same night because I made sure they got there safe or whatever. I had to stay. I had to stay back behind because my mama had some medical equipment that needed to be picked up. And they didn't do it on the weekend, so this was a Saturday. No, this was a Sunday morning when all this stuff happened. And then so Sunday night, my parents got down there. It was about a 6.5 hour drive or whatever, and plus stops with my mom, having to make sure she was comfortable. And so it's so funny to look at myself in this phone without my veneers on because I see all my my teeth missing and stuff, and it's like kind of irritating. But it's what it is. I don't know where they are. I hope they're not gone. But anyway, so my brother, like later on that night, he's unloading the truck or whatever. And I'm like, why don't you just, since you just drove that far away, why don't you just, what I'm saying, hold on, y'all, this is him now. Relax, whatever. Don't trip. Don't do nothing tonight. Like, you have to just tell them you need the U-Haul truck for another day. Because you just exhausted, you know what I'm saying? It's been a long weekend, a long week, a long freaking month. It's just been that. So just chill, pay the extra money, whatever. So like, okay. Then so later on, I'm talking to him on the phone, or he calls me or whatever, and he's like, I just fell. And I'm like, what? He's like, I just fell. And I'm like, how did you fall? And so he telling a story about how he was trying to get up on a U-Haul. You know, U-Hauls have them steps or whatever. So he's trying to get up on a U-Haul. And somehow he missed his footing or something happened and he just fell backwards. He said he fell back on his back. His back was hurt. So I'm telling you already, he done got, he has a hernia right now. His hernia is acting up or whatever. His feet are killing him. He just drove 6 hours and some change. And now on top of all that, he done fell. So he said he was just not funny, but it's like jacked up because he was just, his life was passing before his eyes. He's only 25 years old. And he's like, damn, I think I'm going to be dead. Like, is this it? And all this different kind of stuff. It's terrible. So he feeling all this kind of way. So speed it up. The next day, he trying to unload the truck by himself. He does unload for the most part. Then he got to get another storage. Just a whole lot of stuff going on. So he's just tired, exhausted, or whatever. And so the day after that, this is the third day now of the moving process or whatever. Well, at least the transportation part of it, or unloading part of it. He's like, did I tell you I fell again? And I thought he had said, because I was driving, and I thought he had said, did I tell you I fell? I'm like, yeah, you told me you fell. Like, why the hell, you know, I'm thinking going from 0 to 60, like, why the hell you keep telling me that? Like, what's wrong with you? Because he's 25 years old. I'm like, are you losing your mind? Like, you that exhausted? He said, tomorrow I said I fell again. And I just went somewhere else in my mind. I'm like, oh my God, no. Jesus, what's going on? Because I'm thinking, how do you fall again? Some people don't fall two times in their lifetime as far as like not in their adulthood. And you done fell twice within 2 days or whatever of each other. He was like, I can't even, my mind is doing something right now. But I was like, you're my only brother. I was like, you're my only brother. Like, how are you falling? Like, what the F? I'm just going from 0 to 60. So he was just like, you know, I fell forward. He said, because he said the U-Haul ramp was down, or either you put it back up. Something, he wasn't using the ramp though. He said he had something in his hand, like a box in his hand, and he was going to go step down. And said when he went to go step down, his knee gave out. And then after that, his body was like, well, what we going to do? We ain't got no foundation. So they just fell. And I said, had it have happened to me, it would have been a whole nother story. Behind every hurt, every pain I had in my body would have came to surface, because I would have hated everybody. You talking about some people who didn't help me, some people who didn't help my mama. Everybody would have been hated. People who ain't did shit to me, I would have been hating them too. Because I would have been like, I fell twice. I fell freaking twice. Okay? I'm going to show y'all how it was going to look if I had to fail twice. I'm going to show y'all.
First of all, I would have fell. It would have been so dramatic. I would have been falling for like 5 good minutes. I wouldn't hit the ground. And I would just have laid there and wallowed in my sorrow. I just would have laid there like a limp dog.
I hate everybody. Don't nobody touch me. Don't nobody touch me. I hate everybody. Don't nobody touch me. No. I fell twice. Don't nobody touch me. Ooh. I do, Lord. What I do? I'm just trying to move my mom, and then I just gotta fall twice. Like 2 times, Lord. Like, what I do? What I do? You know what? As I lay here on this ground and think about my life, I'm a good person. And I don't deserve this. I ain't saying that I'm glad in any way that this happened to my brother, because I don't never want my brother to get hurt. But what I am saying is it's better that it was him and not me. Because if it was me, I would need to take a shower in holy water. I would need to be anointed from my head to my toe by Bishop T.D. Jakes or somebody like that, to be right in my heart about things in my life and things and people that are supposed to love me in my life, because I wouldn't talk to nobody Nobody for at least 2 years. I wouldn't answer my phone for nobody. My favorite cousin couldn't get through because I would be so salty, not even at her, because I love her. She did nothing to me, but the fact that I fell twice. I fell twice, and the type of road I had just been traveling through was so rough that at the end of it, I fell twice. So I would be incognito, whatever you want to call it. I would not be available. And I would hate everybody. People who love me, who would never harm me, I would hate their asses too. Why? Because I fell twice. Yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm thankful, in a sense, that it happened to my brother. Only because I'm so glad it didn't happen to me. Because I would hate everybody. Out of commission. I will be out of commission, unreachable, unavailable for at least, I'm going to say it again, 2 months. I would be mad at everybody. I would be mad at little puppies on the street. I would be mad at babies on the street in their stroller saying hi. I wouldn't speak to them at all. No, I won't speak to you. I would be mad at my grandma. My grandma has done nothing to me. She's opened up her home to my mother, but I would be mad at her. Why? Because I fell twice. I fell 2 times. Once, then twice. I thought I was going to die, and nobody helped me. And so I can't be available. I cannot be a part of it. Why? Because I fell twice. Every time somebody ask me anything, I'd be like, oh no, because I fell twice. Yeah, that's just my MO right now. I fell twice, so can't do anything about it. Can't help you. Why can't you help me? It's been 2 years. I fell twice. You know? So, am I salty? Am I bitter? Hell yes. Daughters could be like, Mom, can I go to the movies? And I'm going to be like, no, don't talk to me because I fell twice. Like, that's how bad I would be. Like, that's how angry I would be. I don't know how long I would hold it. I did say 2 years. But, with my daughter, I don't know. But, because they have not done anything to me. But, in that moment, they couldn't have asked me shit. I would have been like, no, because I fell twice. I fell twice. Bye now. Thanks for watching. Hope I find my pop on Veneers, y'all. Be praying for me and you must never see that. That's how I feel about my pop on Veneers. And excuse the background language. I'm visiting with my girls, and they are very loud, and I love them. So, y'all just gonna have to pretend y'all don't hear the we action, we sports action behind me. It's just what it is. But love you all. Thanks for watching. Pray for my brother. Pray for my family. If you pray to Jesus, or to the Creator, to a higher being, don't pray to nobody down there. Don't do that for me. I don't need that. Thank you. But I don't need that. All right now. Bye.